G'day troops, Marcus O'Dean here from Sporting Shooter TV. I'm here today to talk to you about simply the best piece of camping equipment I think I've ever run across in my life. It's called the Shelters Individual by the Australian Army in their inimitable fashion, but most troops just call it the Hoochie. It's beautifully versatile. I'm going to show you today a few little tweaks in how to pitch them and additions that will make your Shelters Individual or Hoochie a palatial shelter for when you're out in the bush hunting. Now, where do you get the Hoochies? Mostly nowadays you get them at disposal stores, and it's very hard to get genuine Hoochies made for the military. However, there are some Hoochies that are made for the civilian market that are made to military spec, like these. So they're made to the exact measurements using the same materials, but they're just made offshore. These are made in Vietnam, I believe, which is a bit of an irony. But anyway, they're a great bit of gear. They're under $60 each, plus freight. I got mine from Wellington Surplus. And for peace of mind, you want to pay for the mil spec. So what we'll do, we'll go on, show you how to pitch one. We'll show you all the little features and a few tweaks and tips and tricks to get them up beautifully. Okay, let's go on with it. Alright guys, basically the dimensions of the Hoochie are, they are 2.88 metres long by 1.86 metres wide. Now this one has been pitched 2 clipped together. It gives you an idea. They're polyurethane coated nylon that are UV resistant, and they're mould resistant. They're a really good thing and they last a long time, especially if you store them correctly. As you see, every one of the attachment features of the Hoochie, you've got press studs here and big brass eyelets, really well attached, and webbing loops. This one here you can see attached to a peg guy. There are also webbing loops on the sides for different pitches of smaller Hoochies, just one on, and then you've got webbing loops all the way along to the other corners. You come up to the apex of the Hoochie, and you can see this one has been clipped to another one here on 2 corners. So down at the other end we saw, or the other edge, we saw the male attachments. Here we've got the female clips that mate to the females underneath. Alright, one of the things that helps you make a perfect pitch for a Hoochie, so that you don't get any creases and therefore instability in bad weather, is to tension it properly. And you tension the Hoochie in part with shock cord loops on all these loop attachments on the side, which you then peg to the ground. On corners, peg out at 45 degrees or close to, and on the side obviously all at 90 degrees to the hooch. Okay guys, the next thing we're going to look at is another tensioning device which we call the Prusik loop. Now the Prusik loop is basically an ascending device that climbers use to climb ropes after they've abseiled down, or if they're on fixed ropes going up an alpine assault on a crag. Now the Prusik loop is the very basic early version of the ascending device, and it's simply made by attaching a thinner cord to a thicker cord. Now the central rope of the Hoochie, the pitched Hoochie, will allow the Hoochie to lose tension and ride back down the slope. In order to keep that tension, the Prusik loop, which can be loosened automatically, can be tensioned on that rope and it will grip the rope, thereby giving you really good tension throughout the whole tent when you combine it with the shock cord loops on the pegs. So now I'll go on and show you how to do a Prusik loop. Okay, now a demonstration of how to do the Prusik loop. It is simplicity itself. You need it to get tension with a smaller rope on a bigger rope. Okay, and the easy way to do this, I'll show you, is to have a loop on one side of the rope and 2 loose ends of the smaller rope. You just feed the 2 loose ends through once, then feed the 2 loose ends through a second time inside the other 2 loops, and you can see it pulled together beautifully there. And it's really easy. You can get it tight and you can't move it, but it loosens very easily to move it up the rope. Sorry, I didn't let you catch up, Mark, but we'll do that once more for the camera. Okay, so we've loosened it off. We're moving now to the left. So it's a bit jerky, and then when we want the tension, we just pull hard on that and we've got it. Beautiful, simple concept. Alright, troops, now we've got the pitch hoochie there in front of me, or behind me, where a couple of us are old hunters and walkers. Mark Adamson, mate of mine.
Hey, Marcus.
Actually my best mate. We're going to knock down this hoochie and unpeg it and do all that, and then we'll set it up for you so that you can see how simple it is. Alright, let's go to it, Mark. Right. Okay, you can see the hoochie laid out here on the site, clipped together with a rope through it already, and the prusik loops on it. So this is how you take it out into the bush to set up. So Mark and I are just going to now tension it on 2 trees, peg it out, and get it all nice and tickety-boo. Alright, let's go. First up we find our suitable trees. And Mark, you might like to tension first, and then I'll put one up on here. That's a good. Might have to speed this up for the
Okay, prusik tension.
tension on the prusik loops.
That's good.
Alright, let's go and peg it out, see how we go. Where'd you put all those pegs, mate?
They're further out.
In your pocket,
they're
or?
further out. No, they're just next to everything. Further out.
Squeeze this for it.
Here we are.
Oh wow, they are further out, aren't they?
Yep.
Thanks, mate. Oh, that's better. Don't have camouflage tent pegs. Actually, I don't think we'll need to speed this up. Well, you can see there that once you've got the site and a couple of suitable trees, it takes you no time to set up. It's beautiful. So, yeah, they are the best bit of camping kit ever invented, in my opinion, and it behoves every hunter who goes out with a backpack to have a set of these. What I'd like to do is thank Mark, my best man. I've known him for a million years since school, and for the venue here, a beautiful venue down in East Gippsland, where we've had a lovely holiday. So yeah, hoochies, the simple and the best.